What up, guys? CP the Tool Addict. Woo! Hello, Tarek. Hello, One Mechanic. One Mechanic says 9:15 Central. It's not 9:15 here yet. Shut up. How's work going? I might be lagging a little bit. Let's see if we got... I don't know why the comments aren't flowing. People are... You in there? Hello? You in there? Anybody in there? Oh, there they are. There they are. Boom, just like that. 10 people showed up. Joshua Brandenburg, Montevello Mustang. Sorry, fellas, I had to eat my supper quick. Ducati Parts, what's up? MB Forwood. Hello. It's kind of humid here. It's not really even warm, but it's kind of humid here. I got some humid hair going on here. You ever seen them birds that got the big furry thing on their head? They're like, burr, burr. That's how I feel today. Lag, lag, lag. He says lag, lag, lag. We're lagging. Joey Barth, what's up? Diabolical. John, what's up? Josh, we're going to be probably a little bit later than you. AgTech 45, Frontier Specialized Heavy Transport. Frugal Peppers. It's a tool thing. I do look like crap because I feel like crap. It's been a rough week. So I'm not gonna knock that. Probably I look like hell probably. Not gonna lie. It's been a terrible week. Of course, it's probably not been as terrible as Tarek. Are you evacuated, Tarek? If anybody doesn't know what's going on in the great Northwest. Mike Swindell, what's up? Yeah. I don't feel like I've had near the week that Tarek said, so I guess I shouldn't complain because like I always said, guys, whenever you think you're having a bad week, somebody else is always having a worse. You know? No matter what. That is the unfortunate truth. There's always somebody out there that's having a worse day than you are. I promise you. And I just power through it, even though I'm not really powering through it. I feel like my lighting is crap. I feel like this thing is just dim. Shoot some light in there. Come on. Get that light in there. Yeah. There you go. There's Tom's. Ballistic Power Guides. Tom. There, it seems like why is it doing that? Come on, camera. Get with it. Seems like when I get close, she gets lighter. Oh, I know what we need. We need some light. She's not happy. She's angry. Darker weather. Oh, that's really bright. That's really bright. I don't know that I like that. Need to get something. Camera stuff is terrible. It's not really cool in Iowa tonight, Mike Swindell. It's kind of like, okay. It's humid, really humid and damp. Still raining. 4 days of rain here in Iowa, which is good, but it's not always great. Man, I do look like crap. Look at this. Look at that mustache. That thing is terrible. Maybe I ought to think about investing in a razor. I think I'll just let her go. Really get that dirty hobo look going. Just pat your mustache every once in a while. That's all you got to do. Just pet it. Yeah. Patch of Heaven Farms. Turnings by turners. My brother waking up to some ghost banging noise in the middle of the night, so I'm better off. Wow. Waking up to some ghost banging noise. Wow. Mr. Subaru Tech, yeah. Sorry, I definitely was. I had to get supper, ate, had to give the dog his meds. Just a guy needs some. Let me get the big light. We're gonna get some different lighting here real quick. We're gonna get the old. We're gonna get the old professional Hollywood lighting stick. The Mac Pro stick. The ASL 750. You have to make sure it's got the diffuser side out. That should help disperse some light. There we go. Come on, you're rotten. I don't know. Help me understand. She just does not want to work. I think it might just be because it's dark out. Let's get the, oh, there we go. A little bit better angle there. Lighting. I'm not no photographer, but you guys can really see that mustache good now. See how, Dano, how's it going? I think I'm going to have to break down and get a good set of flexible impacts. Yeah, I definitely will not do any. I definitely love my swivel sockets. Brian Lamontage, Nathan L. Yes, Joshua is on. Yeah, AgTech 45. No, I did not get to read all of your question. I seen you sent me something. I have not opened it up yet, so we can address that tonight. Definitely. P. Hernandez. I'm sure this is a douchebag. Of course. That's what douchebags do. They know you're on live stream, so they call you. I should just give you this guy's shop number and have you guys blow it up like he does every time I'm on a live stream. That would be really funny. I think it's more than deserving. What do you guys think? You guys think that's a good idea? I think that would be a really awesome idea. I'll just give you his phone number. You guys can just... Yes, Diabolical, that Pro Stick's awesome. Definitely. Lindsay Long, Bumble Brimfield, ETR Garage. Hello. Sounded like you were right. Chris Euler. Pat Clark Barnes, Occupant. Did I ask you one mechanic about the Venom? Oh, the Venom HP is awesome. The Venom HP is a fantastic. That's the only one I would suggest getting if you're curious. Yeah, my socket flipped off my universal and smacked me. Oh, not good. Yeah, that's definitely why I do universals. I've had some bad accidents with that. Keep the Mac tools coming. I will definitely do as much as I possibly can. As much as God's willing to do it. I mean, it's at $300 to $500 a week in tool purchases. You know, I think I'm doing pretty good on a lot of tools. There's not. That's it's not. It's this. YouTube isn't profitable. I know a lot of people think that you make millions of dollars when you get on YouTube, but that's quite frankly, until you see that 500,000 mark, probably not going to see that. You know, AgTech 45 Blonde Mom misread. Except playing, everyone call him and say you kicked your dog. Yeah, my poor dog has been first time watching. Bald mechanic, hard at hearing. Right on. BW Electronics, that could be very well. That could be. I try to make it as bright as possible, but I do have my dark moments, believe you me. Brian Lamanage, you, what's up? 53 people in the chat. How many thumbs up do we got, guys? Am I still lagging? Do I need to change this thing? Get this thing closer to the door. It looks like I have plenty of good, Joshua, BW's absolute buddy. Bald mechanic. Yeah, you reach the point where you're pretty set with tools, especially hand tools. It is definitely, there you go. Take it from a guy who's got, Mr. Subaru Tech's got 70,000, 60,000 subscribers, and it's not profitable. So you guys, I really wished I could just like, you know, sit down and give you a course, you know, and I had the time to do that because a lot of people just don't understand. And it's that's a pretty good Mr. Subaru Tech is just about as honest as I am when it comes to everything else. He's just as honest, if not more honest sometimes, I guess. I don't know. We're both pretty legit. I don't, you know, the smoke up my way, Woodland Bird's been, oh wow. You're out. It's tool things into it too. Yes, please don't forget to hit that like button because you know what? That is definitely a good support of the channel, and that definitely helps me get bigger and it helps me able to continue more content. I was wondering, when you heat the bolt of a Venom HP, it does come out. Okay, so yes, actually I kind of remember seeing that question kind of come by. So from my experience, AgTech 45, it's like a manifold bolt. When you heat it up and cools down repetitively over time, cycling an engine back and forth, you are, well, geez, now the thing works like a champ without the light. So when you're heating something up like that repeatedly, over and over and over and over, an engine it's a heat cycle, and it's just like hardening tool steel. So when you do the Venom HP, it's not like that. You don't get that instant make it really hard right away. It's, you know, a lot of guys get that misconception because of exhaust manifold studs and whatnot. That's just not the case. I don't believe that when you heat up a natural or a bolt that's not naturally a bolt that receives a lot of heat or a high temperature bolt, you're definitely not going to be getting that hardened steel, so it makes it worse to drill out. And 9 times out of 10, how many times are you taking a nut off of a bolt that you have to drill out? So the thing about it is this thing will either help you get the bolt out or it's going to help you get the nut off. I don't know that if you have to drill, you've already probably missed that step of using that. Hopefully that makes sense. But I definitely don't believe that it's going to cause you any problems. So I'm lagging bad. Keep going. Am I lagging bad? I'm making 2/5. Yeah, Dano, that doesn't surprise me. It is lagging. I got full of bars. Any better now, guys? Glitching. Yes, please. Is YouTube on the fritz? I only have 21K and it's profitable at about 1,600 a month. Wow. It's very profitable at 1,600 a month. I certainly wished I was making 1,600 a month. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hello, friends. What's up, Don Tools? It's okay here. I don't notice any lag at all. No lag in Canada. Arnie, what's up? No lagging, just low res. Robert Waters. Yes, a guy addicted to Snap-on is the only person who can't regret not having a crack addiction due to cost. That's pretty true. I won't do that. I'm having trouble too. I had listening to live stream last night before I had a problem with others. I don't think it's a buffering problem. I'll go back and check in a minute. It's pretty much the point of buying tools is now just feeding my addiction rather than a need. Yes. I mean, I literally pay out, in tool bills. Just tools alone that I buy a month is close to $1,000. If you just seen him say he's making $1,600 with 21,000 subscribers, I'm not making any money. So, and I just had a $2,600 dog vet bill. Poor Henry, that's how my week went. It's Henry got sick and don't know what happened, and he had some kind of infection in his mouth, and took him to the vet one day, and then I had to take him back the next day, and then first it was $260, and then bam, went to $2,000. $2,600 total is what it cost me. Good connection here. Okay. Good. CP doesn't like it. Yeah, I know. I tell Mr. Subaru, I think certain people they're getting, I don't know if it's the genre. I honestly think that certain people get better pay than other people on YouTube. I've said this before. There's some people that are getting really good pay and some people that aren't. I don't know what the story is, if they feel sorry for people and they give them more money. Top Wolf Automotive. Yeah, Dwayne V. Arnie, we already said that. We're looking good. We're getting caught up here. I had a bad day on the Snap-on truck. Went way too much. $1,400. That definitely ain't no good. Difference between needs and wants. Yes, I don't tend to buy anything that I don't buy anything that I am not going to use, or I can't justify using. So that's really hard. Like, I don't like buying any more sockets or whatnot. That is definitely a problem. People tell me to buy, want me to buy or do reviews on GP Duo sockets and stuff like that. Well, unfortunately, we get a little change that a little bit. We are going to have an awesome guest on next week, though. I can promise you that. We're going to have an awesome guest on next week. And one item is in. Yeah, ballistic power guides. I've actually been talking. Don't think that's not a problem everywhere. Let's talk about that real quick, because Tom's bringing up a really good point. Because I hear people complaining, and I want people to understand. Any of you guys, Bearded Mechanic, how you doing? BSS Small Engines. Hello to everyone. I use Harbor Freight and Amazon tools. I get it done and make the money. Right on. That's what I'm talking about. I personally will not use Harbor Freight tools. If you gave me them, I would throw them in the trash. That's my feeling about that. I've used Harbor Freight tools, and it's like literally using Harbor Freight tools every day would be a punishment. There's no doubt about it. It would literally be a punishment. I don't know why people get stuck on thinking that Harbor Freight is, I mean, if you like using it, that's great. But if you don't, you don't. And quite frankly, it's like if I had to drive a compact car every day. I could get it done. You damn straight I could get it done. You know, I would be uncomfortable, miserable, and it would suck, but I could get it done. So the thing is why make yourself feel like that? But anyways, back to what, yeah, it's Tool thing. He's doing all right. He's in the house now. Tom, that is a good thing here. Let's talk about that real quick. So everybody is getting worked up now and starting to say about companies that aren't getting product out. I hope a lot of you guys realize that the workforce has been diminished in this country and that people are not being able to go to work because of kids not being able to go to school. And we're killing our own country. That's the long and short of it. We are literally killing our own country, and nobody cares. That's the best part. Nobody gives a damn. People that have real problems are now people that have real problems compounded on top of people who are having problems with their normal life. Now you have this workforce. People don't see this, but it's destroying America. We literally are destroying America. And you have people like that will say, I ordered my stuff from Cornwall 2 months ago and one item is in. I ordered stuff 6 months ago and I still haven't seen it. And that's because we're not getting first of all, if you order anything that comes from China, and people will tell me all the time, oh, I got this, no problem. You were lucky. I literally went to the Honda dealership the other day and was talking to those guys. They have 0 machines on the floor. 0 new machines on the floor. Because they can't get them. They can't get them. People that are trying to order stuff, it's just all over the place. You look at the grocery stores, the shelves are empty. I mean, there's a reason for all of this. We are killing our entire country because of a mystery virus. I don't care to even discuss what's going on with whether or not it's real or not, but I can tell you this much. It ain't killing as many people as it's killing the country. That is for damn sure. 1% of people versus the 30% of people that it's ruining their lives. So you're talking about 3 million, or let's talk about 1 million people that that we're causing, which some of them are old and probably have underlying conditions anyways. I'm not discrediting that. But then let's talk about the 30 million people that it's going to ruin their entire lives. They're going to cost them their houses. It's going to cost them everything. Because they can't go to work because they can't afford childcare, can't afford doing the kids, or they get sick, whatnot like that. 14 days off. Some companies pay for it. It is a ridiculous mess. I really just I'm just disheartened by the people that are foolish in this world. That I understand and I know that people are in the medical field and how they feel about it, and there's a lot of controversy over it, but at the end of the day is guys, look at the big picture. The risk versus reward. Unfortunately, the risk versus reward is that some people have got it and never had any issues, never had any symptoms. So is it worth damaging our entire country to save the few people that we are going to save that we're probably going to get it anyways? I don't know. It's just. Have coyotes out behind you? You think maybe? No, he wasn't out. No, that other night he didn't run in with them. This was after that. Dwayne V. Mac Tools, Louisiana. How's it going? Works for Tools. Eric, how you doing? JC Smith, how's it going? What's happening, Captain? The Maximus Prime. How you doing? Maximus Prime. There's a great guy. Need tool storage option to throw in the back of my truck. Take to the job site. We need to hold all my tools, wrenches, sockets. Those Montezuma boxes look really good. I don't care what tools you buy or don't buy or use. Try to convince me that they're as good as Snap-on. And if you want to buy Harbor Freight, that's great for you. I don't want it. I agree. Just bought a Buick Lucerne for $45. I'm the same with Craftsman. I don't see why people like it so much. I like the sockets, Mr. Subaru Tech. I will tell you, my USA Craftsman sockets were pretty nice. They're a hell of a lot better than anything Harbor Freight's put up. I think I seen Real Giveaway Guy in here. CJ's Info. How's it going? Did I miss Real Giveaway Guy in here? There he is. Superbike Armin. That's right. The problem with getting consistent views on videos, subs, nothing. Pay is with views and watch time. Yep, that's exactly it. That's probably exactly it. I'm not getting enough watch time, maybe. I don't know. Arnie, I know everyone is using cordless now, but who makes a quiet, powerful air ratchet? Do you know? I know the Milwaukee's not any quieter than the Snap-on. They're both loud. I mean, for a guy that's wanting to buy a cheap one, I've seen that Cobalt one on Tools and Trash's video. You know, I don't know much about it. Air ratchets. Wait a second. You said air ratchet? Oh, air ratchet. That's easy. Aircat. Aircat makes a quiet air ratchet. That's the only one you're going to get that's going to be super quiet and super awesome. I do like SP Air Tools too. I definitely am a big fan of SP Air Tools. Been doing this since 2011. I have a lot of how-to videos and a lot of watch time, but people don't subscribe. Huh. That's weird. I have 500,000. I'm sorry if I missed Real Giveaway Guy, if he's still in here. Blake Herring. Need a tool storage. Where there you got that? People are begging for rent money. Yeah. JC Smith, that truck, that two-stroke Detroit you did, man, awesome. That thing was killer. That thing was absolutely killer. Darian Robinson, question, what do you think about the Astro pneumatic nanosockets being compatible with other impacts and other than the Onyx weather cordless pneumatic? What do you think about Astro pneumatic nanosockets not being compatible with other impacts other than Onyx weather cordless or pneumatic? I don't know what that means. What do you mean not compatible? I'm not sure what that means, Darian. Can you elaborate on that? Yes, I just think that Montezuma for a decent option. I mean, otherwise I would go with a Snap-on or a Mac, but quite frankly, I've known that both Mac and Snap-ons don't seal up as well. I've heard I got a lot of buddies here that use them on their farm trucks. They really like those Montezumas. They're pretty reasonable. You know, they got a pretty good setup, and that's pretty much the only option you have. There's not a lot of road chests left out there, and nobody makes them because they're not a huge deal. Yeah, yes, they definitely do. Most views come from non. Yes, Patch of Heaven. That's my 55% of my views come from not. Astro makes a quiet ratchet. I have not used that. I have a John Deere toolbox that is a Montezuma box, and I think that heavier gauge steel been awesome. AgTech 45. You're hearing it right there from another guy that is out in the field every day, and that's exactly it. I don't even know any other toolboxes, road chest boxes that are really out there. So it's a pretty easy choice. Bow Freak, what's up, man? Massey 4707 getting her some shade. Hey, Bow Freak, you ought to check out the Scrono Mechanics. He's working on his dad's old Massey Harris. It's pretty cool. Adam Danello, everyone, hope you had a good week. Yes, the direction the W900 is going with ruffle some feathers. Dude, that two-stroke Detroit, oh man, that video was awesome. Just trying to take advantage of the opportunities out there right now with my newest venture in the wireless ISP company. You're starting. That sounds way over my head. GMTK on eBay from Snap-on. Oh yeah, That's not really a, I don't know that's a road chest, but that is a really good deal. That, if you guys haven't checked out Armin's video on that GMTK video, wow. Wow. That's a sweet deal. Why is my camera just being a dink bag? I wonder if I come back in now. She just doesn't want to be cooperative at all. Come on, little fella. Oh, look at that. Smudged it up good now. Good job, CP. You just made it worse. I might have had some stuff on. I might have had some smooths on the lens. That looks like it's a little bit better. My shop lights are pretty good, but maybe I need to turn on a few more. Where I'm from, the snap truck is real. He services mine and oil industry. I'll bet. You know, it's funny that people think they, you know, there's a lot of big ass Snap-on trucks out there, but believe it or not, the #1 guy in the world is right here in Iowa. That's no joke. Ask your Snap-on guy where the #1. Ask anybody on here. Ask your Snap-on guy where the #1 Snap-on guy in the world's at. He's right here in Iowa, guaranteed. Yes, the Astro's not. Take out one of your Nanosockets and put it in the anvil of one of your impacts and tell me what you see. All right, we're going to do that. So Darian has a concern about the Nanosockets. If I can find where they are. We'll take out the 19 because it's the biggest. Does my rat count? That seems to work just fine. On that. Oh, wow. Are you talking about in there? Are you talking about because the anvil sticks through? They're only shallow. They'll still get to the bolt. 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to probably use an impact directly on them. Most likely it'll be if I'm having to be in that tight of area. Most of the time I use deeps on my on that. Catch my comment on Instagram yet? No, I did not. Showed you and asked you about the CVOOP. Yes, that thing is a terrible tool. Who would ever even talk about the CV boot install? That thing's been out for 20 years. The reason why nobody talks about it anymore because that tool was brand new in 2004. I think that's when that tool came out, the CV boot installer. And by 2005 or 6, nobody wanted anything to do with it. It's a waste of money. Waste of money. That's why it's not. That's why you don't hear about it because nobody wants it. It's garbage. It's a junk tool. Who was talking about the CV tool? Where did that come up at? I didn't hear anything about a CV boot and stuff. I've talked about them a little bit, but they're junk. Nobody uses them. Oh yeah, exactly. I love how road chests have hanger. You know, I almost want a road chest just to put in my car just because it'd be nicer when I go out to do mobile stuff. I need to split my old tractor in half and replace the throwout bearing again. Nothing nice. Dano, the John Deere tools are actually really good tools and have a lot. Yes, they are. I got a little bit behind here. I saw that build. I'm like, yeah, Mr. Subaru Tech, you're the first person I thought about. That was like, oh, that GMTK video. I know. Dude, Armin's got some. He's got some legit Snap-on stuff. He's on it. We did a private live stream here this week for about 2 hours. Old Armin, he's a good dude. Awesome dude. He is definitely part of the CP of the Tool Addict Nation, without a doubt. Shit in California, like 19 Snap-on guys in one county. I know, and you would think that in California you'd have the number one guy, but they're still the number one guys right here. I swear to God, ask your Snap-on guy. People won't believe me, but I mean, it's Iowa, and they're like, oh, there's no way. Well, just unloaded another 2-stroke Detroit project today. It's not what you might be thinking. No, I don't. I know it's not a 2-stroke, like 2-stroke. Yeah, I know it's a 2-stroke. The way the pistons come up and down, it strokes like a gas engine. But if that's what you're saying, my Pro Series cart came in quick, Chris. But that's because the plant where Cornwell's making their stuff right now is they're under siege. They're waiting on steel, just like everybody else. None of the Cornwell guys can get toolboxes, Chris. So it's not a company problem. It's a worldwide problem. That's 100%. No, he doesn't take good care of me at all. That's the sad part. My Snap-on guy, that's why I'm a Mac guy. Because 20 years I've been here buying tools. The Snap-on guy he was the second Snap-on guy I've had, and he does a okay job, but he never does near as good as what the Mac guy does for me. The Mac guy literally has always taken very good care of me, very honest, very good. That's why he's the number one Snap-on guy, because he doesn't care. He doesn't get to. Anthony from Brataba. Arnie, thanks for the drilling hint. It's been turning wrenches for a while, and I feel pretty dumb, but I didn't know this. I had to drill out 2 broken bolts today, slowed the drill way down, worked amazing. Hey, that's a win right there. Arnie, you know what? Every day, if you're not learning, including myself, I learn stuff every day. Mr. Subaru Tech has learned me stuff. You have to be willing to open your mind up. Guys, this is a perfect example of, never getting too old to learn something. I don't know everything. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm going to take you off the screen, Arnie, but I don't know everything, okay? I certainly have not done everything. J.C. Smith is a huge diesel advocate. I could learn a ton from that guy. AgTech 45 is a huge agricultural, guy. Agricultural guy, and he's awesome. See if my shit holds up. Got assholes here. He pulled in to ruin my live stream, but I'm gonna go ahead and I shut the garage door on him. You're gonna hear him banging on the door. Anyways, so you're never too old. You're never too old to not learn anything, guys. It doesn't matter, how long you've been doing this or whatnot. You can still learn things. Unfortunately, there's a lot of guys that don't know shit that are out here on YouTube trying to tell you everything. And that's the difference. A guy that has 0 experience giving advice, that's like wiping before you poop. It don't make no sense. That's exactly the problem. That's exactly what beat, there's guys out here that have been doing this for a long time and they know what they're doing and they're giving solid advice. And then there's guys that haven't been doing it and they try to give shitty advice. And people follow along with that like there's some kind of God until they realize this guy's been blowing hot air. You know what a salesman does? He blows hot air. That's what a salesman does. Blows a lot of hot air. Tool Cartel, what's up, man? It's pretty funny. He How long we been on here now? 40 minutes? CV12, yeah, exactly, Adam. It is dangerous. Yeah, Scotty Kilmer, Chris Fix. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know why people believes in that stuff. Oh, that was on his channel, huh? Because I'm on live stream. I got a beer. I'm good. I'm not drinking. I'm good.
Hello, guys.
You got scared right away.
No, you gotta guess. Technician.
We're talking. Hey, let's talk. Let's have my buddy on real quick because we're actually talking about a really good subject. So let's talk about CV boot installers and how this guy's been doing it for 20 years.
CV what?
The CV, those pneumatic CV boot installers. Yes, they don't work. They're terrible. Like everybody's apparently that was a big topic that came up on YouTube today. That and they've been out for 15 years or better. I mean, I remember when they came out, everybody they talked about them like they were literally the mecca, and that's why you don't see them is because they're garbage. You're better off using a brick and a hammer. You know, you're better off. Then not only that, the CV shafts are how much more money than a boot. You know, by the time you get done taking the CV axle off, unless it's the outer one, which is never the outer one.
You can buy a CV shaft for $69 brand new for $99.
Yeah.
And you can't, by the time you figure labor rate,
yeah,
you can't justify doing it.
Right. And not only that, it costs you, it's an hour and 15 minutes, I think, is what they charge to put a CV boot on.
We used to build a lot of CV shafts back in the day.
Yeah. And that's why they quit doing it, is because it wasn't justifiable. Building CV at shafts is like.
In the car dealership setting, I can see that possible. Where you put a new component in it. In an aftermarket setting, I don't know how it's even financially justified.
Right. There's just, it's dumb. It's a garbage deal. Now, on these new, the only thing I have seen some guys do is on the, but you don't need them on the, you can literally expand them on the side-by-sides and stuff like that. I've had a couple buddies, they just slide them right over the side-by-sides. They're not that hard to get on them because the knuckles are way smaller, so you don't even need them for that. But those guys just pop them right on. But if it's on the inside, you have to pull the shaft completely out. So therefore, you're not saving any money at all because it costs the same in labor as it does $69 for a reman or $99 for a used new one. Yeah, that's why I've never rebooted a CV. Always replace the CV for time and money. Yeah, it's a waste of time and money if you're not, just because it eats up the knuckle or your U joints are gone anyways. You guys got some time because it's going to be about an hour.
We're going ahead, so
It's been about an hour. Hey, the CV boot. Here, I got a chair for you if you need a chair. We got a whole. You can sit on the motorcycle if you want.
I'll take questions. Get up there, get in there. I don't know. I'm not effective. Let's see if we got all the answers still.
There's guys that are on here that have 20 years of experience.
What's that?
Armin's got a shop in California. He's got 12 days.
Let's talk to Mr. Subaru Tech. Subaru 1387.
Hey, Mr. Subaru Tech.
Subaru 1387, I think was what it was.
The code?
That's what his name was.
Yeah. Yeah, he's awesome.
I'm
Robert,
asking, we just put a transmission in a 13 Subaru Outback today.
Okay.
And my customer picked it up. My technician missed it, which I was very disappointed in. And now the radio doesn't work. After a transmission replacement, does he have any advice?
After a transmission replacement, the radio quit working.
On a Subaru Outback, 13 Outback.
On a 2013 Outback. The radio stopped working after he did a transmission replacement. 52 likes, 71 people in the chat. Hit that like button. Yeah, thank you, Darian. I don't know if I missed your comment, Darian, about the nanos. I don't know if that's what. See what you think about that. Think that's a big deal. See where the anvil comes through the socket. Shit, I haven't sold a CB boot in 20 years at my shop. Hell, not worth the labor and time downtime. Yeah. Yeah. Nobody, that's exactly why they're garbage. Once again, people I can't believe this guy puts out stuff and says stuff like that. Like, talks about, this is how you know, just Kentucky Tech pre-owned puts in used CV axles too. Pre-owned pulls CV axles out of the junkyard. I'm looking right here. Blaze box. Yeah, even if you go to tech school, you won't be taking apprentice position in tech school. Anthony, nice to have options. Project Farm seems to like both Bosch and DeWalt drills. Yeah, Carl. I'm a little behind, guys. I get caught up here. Just met the No Cornwall dealer this week. Billionaires have too much control. Bill writes, yes. Scotty K, absolutely. I missed over some stuff here. Here we go. Armin says we did a trans 2 weeks ago on 750 used from Japan, but the radio works. That's a new one for me. He says.
Ask her where the fuses are at, because I look on the schematic. It shows one's in the underhood.
One of those, ever since you rotated my tires, my AC doesn't work, customers. Was the radio working before?
We don't know. My guys didn't check.
So we don't even know if the radio, so most likely the radio wasn't working before.
Ask her if the fuses are in the back of the radio.
I think they are, actually, because I seen he did a video on that. Hey, Mr. Subaru Tech, are the fuses in the back of the radio on those? I tried to use one of them blute flung ones across the shop. Fingers got smashed. Fingers, scary stuff. Yeah, they're dumb as all get out. That is literally the dumbest tool. One of the biggest piles of crap tools ever made. They made $500-600 for those things when they came out and were asking those big pneumatic CV boot. They were asking $500 or $600 for those things. Everybody that bought one, they got no lube. They got a full fist.
It's like a wheel bearing packer.
Yeah, it's like a wheel bearing packer now. Of course, unfortunately, you still need those for old stuff.
Yeah.
If you want to sit down over there, so you're not on screen.
I just wanted to ask.
He's coming back here. Is it a base or a new radio? Nav radio.
It's not a nav radio.
It's not a nav.
No nav. No. But it does have Bluetooth.
But it does have Bluetooth. I had a customer that told me I broke his radio when I put in his transmission. It was just off. We always turn people's radios off when we pull cars in. We did an oil change once and brakes and went to the metal.
We shut radios off in our shop as well.
My stereo stopped when you changed my oil. These guys are all shop guys, though. You know they're saying the same shit you'd go through. You know.
I did check. The radio does not work, and I did check the first fuse.
Gotta love the customers, Montevello. Yeah. I've seen before and past backyard mechanic who worked in an independent shop. I know auto windows have reinitialized after the battery is disconnected, but the radio shouldn't. Even if it's nav radio, boots right at the battery connect. So.
What are we called the Super dealer, and they said there's fuses at the amp as well as in the back of the radio. Is that true?
Is there? You hear that, Mr. Subaru Tech? Is there fuses in the back?
The radio as far as the amp as well.
There we go. I'd assume the radio fuse 2013 Outback should be fuse block in the dash.
Okay. That's where we check.
Good. There we go.
Thank you.
My stereo worked fine until it was time to pay the bill. JC, he builds some badass trucks. That's the guy I was telling you about that builds all them flatbed trucks.
Ask the diesel guys about him. I got a diesel.
Oh yeah, JC Smith. Here's a good one.
Ask him if we've got a standalone diesel engine.
This guy took on some stupid project for a customer because he has no business doing this, but he did this. And now he's got a diesel engine.
It's a Isuzu 4-cylinder diesel that runs fine until you let the key on. It'll run with the key held in run position, and then as soon as you let off the key, it stalls.
All right, did you hear that, JC? All you diesel guys out there? Well, I'm not a diesel guy. Clearly, he's not a diesel guy. Turns the key on. She keeps humming. Let the key off. She shuts down. Standalone 4-cylinder Isuzu NPR diesel.
The solenoid that goes to the back of the injection pump has voltage to it. As soon as you let the key off, it shuts off, and then the pintle comes out and shuts the fuel off.
Pintle comes off and shuts the fuel off. Has the fuel injection pump has power? Yeah, I still pack bearings by hand, even though I have a bearing packer.
I do too.
I still wipe with both hands.
I do too.
If it's a base radio, it most likely won't have the auxiliary amp. What Darian say? The customer was complaining about the radio horn and headlights weren't working. Word to me.
Look at this, Mike. We're making progress.
If the amp was out, the radio will still power up. Just
the customer claims it works until we change the transmission.
The customer claims the radio worked until they changed the transmission. He definitely is getting. This is a. You can't make this shit up. This is shop life right there, 101. Exactly. It just took a sip of the White Horse Scotch, and it reminded me of snuff. Explain that, CP. The Scotch has a little bit of. I freaking hate jumping in and out of NPRs. Worst freaking thing is trying to get those bastards. Yeah. Bull. I don't know what that means. Okay, here we go. Losing run to the ECM or ECM internal run circuit out.
It doesn't have an ECM.
Doesn't have one.
It's a mechanical injection pump.
Mechanical injection, a Isuzu 4-cylinder. But it's not an NPR.
It's the NPR engine.
NPR engine.
But it's running a trash pump.
This is JC. He just did a whole video on his Isuzus. And that's pretty much what his video was when I watched it the other day. That some customer wanted to buy it with a lift gate on the back of it for moving stuff or something. I watched his video, and that's exactly what it is, a Isuzu trash. Ignition switch.
I've already changed that.
Change the ignition switch. Does it have a fuel shutoff solenoid?
It does.
It does have a fuel shutoff solenoid. As soon as you let out the key, the power goes away from the fuel shutoff solenoid. And we have no wiring schematic, so that's really the biggest problem. Does the radio have a black screen? Yes, it does. Well, look at this. We got you guys just going. Electronic fuel shutoff? Yes. I think we could be fixed if we all were just allowed to shoot stupid people. Robert, you're definitely right. If the truck got towed and asked the tow truck driver, they know everything. That is, Armin, that is 100% true too. Holy shit. That is 100% true too. I love that too. The guy will come in and he'll be like, well, looks like you got a blown motor in this one, which we had that one happen. Guy coming, brought it in, had a blown motor. Didn't have a blown motor. Had a bad spark plug in a cylinder. Run a relay for the fuel shutoff, stay engaged, and run in the run position. We cannot verify that one, JC. So definitely something that we have to do for a test.
I do like that.
Well, we got 71 right here right now. But 3200 can see this. JC Smith is probably one of the best diesel mechanics for truck stuff that I know on YouTube. No, it didn't. That's mine, Dick. Why would you just blow in that and I have paper towels? Why would you blow in my shit like that? God, you're creepy. You got a rag and blew it. Throw it away. Take it with you. Everybody blows their nose in a shop rag. The temperature is nice in most of these guys' places. except for California and Mississippi and North Carolina. Must be the same customers raising hell because they ran out of gas. Gauge on E, low fuel light, but the estimate miles is empty. Said that 10 miles to go.
One of those whack-a-moles. Don't point it at me. I got stage fright.
That's the guy that was calling me. The guy that always calls me, just to be. He knows I'm doing something. He's like a.
We're supposed to be going and having some refreshments.
Yeah, supposed to. Remember that y'all's badass Duramax is built by an Isuzu. That ain't no joke, and I do know that. A lot of Harman Kardon radios have a black screen and it has to get replaced. Does the radio turn on?
It does not turn on. No sound comes from it.
Well, I've had that now. My Nissan or my Chrysler had the same thing. The screen will look black and you can't hear anything, and it's a screen.
It's a factory radio that
but it's not a screen.
It's got a 4-inch screen in it.
4-inch screen. They need to make sure that it's not losing power to the fuel shut off when they let the key off.
It is.
It is losing power. Blaze box. That's kind of what it sounds like, Blaze box. Ignition switch must be wired to the crank position and not the run.
Ask him if a low level sensor could cause that.
Could a low
oil level sensor.
Can you guys hear him talking? Somebody just tell me, because he's literally like whispering. He's like, normally he's loud as shit. So, yeah. Don't be dissing my Isuzu Max. Yeah, he's got one of those. He's got a little Isuzu truck. He's got one of those little Bot 94. What JC said. Don't ask for a tissue anymore. Yeah. Girlfriend job is to call you when you're talking to other people. That's right. He is literally like a terrible ex-girlfriend. That's what he do. Blows your phone up if you don't answer. That's pretty much how it all works. No such thing as a badass Duramax. I guarantee you JC's a Detroit guy. Kentucky, Texas, yeah. It was just sarcasm. Come and swap it. Yes, we can hear him. Okay, good. So you guys hear him? Hardly. Yeah, I know, Hardly, because that's his middle name, Hardly. You said the mechanical injection low oil pressure switch would be an electronic engine?
I asked if the engine had like a low oil pressure switch, that could shut off the fuel shut off solenoid.
Yeah, but I think that's what he's saying here is his low oil pressure switch would be
a 3-wire switch going to the fuel shut off solenoid.
So there's a 3-wire switch, okay.
A 3-wire. Yeah.
Sounds like Granny talking soft.
Some Canadian whiskey. We'll start talking loud.
Talking about my Sierra 3500. Oh, that's right. Henry's all right, Joey. He's $2,600 into the black for me. So yeah, 90%, 99% of you Isuzu Maxes are on the road. The other 1% made it home. Detroit is the only way to go. JC, I'm going to have to remember that.
What are we talking about tonight?
Everything.
We discussed the Trump winning in November.
No, we don't do politics. We don't do politics.
What about?
We don't.
I'm new to this shit, so let's talk about something.
We talk about mechanic stuff, just like we're talking about.
Oh.
That's what we talk about.
How about having a Mac toolbox full of Snap-on tools?
Nobody.
That's what I've got.
A lot of guys on here like Snap-on.
I love it because I just got my Snap-on guy tried to sell me another one of those epic toolboxes for $21,000, an overpriced piece of shit. And fucking, I mean,
Mr. Subaru Tech was an ex-Snap-on guy.
Not gonna help me. Anyway, I got the biggest Mac toolbox you can buy.
He's got a Mac toolbox too.
It works perfect.
Yeah, he's got a Mac and he's got a Snap-on. He bought his 60-inch Epic for like $2,000 with a hutch.
You steal it from people who go.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Just happen to keep throwing injectors at it. Better than power struggle and head gaskets.
Exactly.
Oh, see, here we go. We're gonna get the flames fueled up. This is standard mechanic talk. I usually try to avoid this stuff. Ouch.
Beer or what?
No, I'm good. I don't need to drink. Never had a Cummins blow a head gasket. Then we got that guy. He comes in.
Ask him about how he checks Cummins' turbo.
Yeah, Armin's got more Snap-on shit than most guys do.
Ask a guy about Cummins with the Cummins head gasket coming in. We just had one in the shop the other day.
Yeah.
Brand new turbo. Using oil like a motherfucker. And I smoke tested it. We took the oil drain off, smoke tester up in the drain, and it was blowing smoke out the freaking front seal. Ask him if that's a valid test. Seriously.
They heard you. Everybody that heard that. Detroit is not leaking. There's something wrong with it. Geez, my crate ran full bore of me. Hit the other side with my knees this morning, limping around, using a cane now. Your 3 wires are pull, hold, and release. That's all they are for. Blaze boxes.
That's what we're concerned because we must not have power for the hold.
Yes. So you must not have power for the hold.
Yep, we got power to it and then no hold.
Well, we figured it out finally.
Thank you.
Amateur hour is over.
Ask him about the freaking Cummins using oil like a motherfucker. You know, just eating oil like a bitch.
What's up, CP? Sorry, late at the Celtics game 7. Nice. Isuzu trash injectors, high pressure fuel pumps, head gaskets, not to mention ridiculous 1980s engineering. Just blows, whole set left and right. And they put the turbo where you can get to it. At least my D-Max doesn't leak any oil. Oh, man. So anybody that heard that about the Cummins deal,
Brand new engine.
I hate diesels. This is why I hate diesels.
It's a brand new engine, brand new turbo.
Don't care anymore. Look at how much money they cost to fix.
I love all this advice.
Whole set Cummins turbos.
6.7, 2010.
6.7, 2010 Cummins, blowing
Using oil.
using oil.
Brand new engine.
Brand new engine with only not even
8,500 miles.
8,500 miles on it.
Brand new turbo. Remanufactured turbo, sorry. And 6 brand new injectors. And
A oil leak is a feature that you know when it does not piss oil on the floor. It is out of oil.
6 new remanufactured injectors and a brand new Chrysler.
Yeah, we've done everything to this thing.
The PCV filter is a Chrysler filter.
I hate diesels too. In California, drive around with limp. I love Ford trucks, hate Dodge Ram, but Dodge because it has a Cummins. All right, just dropping in. Fearless Ferris Fire, what's up, buddy? So anybody that's hearing this, I don't know if I'm lagging again. Might be lagging. We might have a little bit of lag. Let's check the stats. Check the lagging stats.
What do you got in the fridge to eat?
You're hungry now?
Yeah. All of it.
Huh?
Ask them.
If you like spending money, buy one of today's diesels, Mr. Goodrich. Mr. Goodrich, how's it going? Turbo lag. I make a good living fixing diesels. Diesels are job security. And Allison Trans was great, though. Yes, it was.
It is.
I will give him to that.
What do you mean it was?
It is. No, it is.
Well, the 10 speeds are shit.
So we got anybody got any ideas about this Cummins oil using situation that this guy's got going on here? This gentleman here has.
Yes.
Our special guest speaker. Mike's getting on here next. He's going to tell us about buying used Kias with terrible computer problems. Oh, here we go. What tons of blow-by in a diesel that idles 8 to 7?
Blow-by. It has zero crankcase pressure.
Yep. There you go.
New engine, remanufactured turbo, same injectors.
Ballistic power, but I was eating it. Seen brand new one do it. Seen brand new ones do it. Read previous comment.
Ask him about smoke testing in the oil drain section.
Huh?
Take my smoke machine, put it in the oil drain, and I have smoke out front. And said the person I bought the turbo from said it was a non-valid test.
So putting smoke in the crankcase.
No, the oil drain.
Oil drain on the turbo.
And the smoke comes out the front seal.
Yeah, they have smoke machines, though. You have to have high pressure smoke machines, though.
Regulated 20 psi and smoke came out the front seal.
Because I think you got to normally have like 40 psi for a smoke machine on a diesel. The only engines I run are Frankenstein's, Hondas, 312, 46s. There's a guy I know that Matt Tech Series with name brand tools. Hard to believe the hand tools he works with. Doing well. Hoping everyone is well. Yes. This guy just loves to finger fuck my tools. Look at him. He's just all in there. Look at the smile on his face. Just he wants to cheat on him. Just checking out. He's wanting to make sure I don't have anything of his, which I know for a fact. He's got my tools. I can guarantee you I have zero of his, without a doubt. He's got 4 toolboxes to look through. He's got some time. Oh, here you go. I think that's the problem that Cummins was having. So he says that he blew smoke through the turbo.
The oil turbo drain.
The turbo drain.
With my smoke machine at 20 psi.
With what his smoke machine only 20
no,
psi.
I had it regulated at 20 psi.
Regulated at 20 psi.
And I had smoke coming out the front seal of the turbo. Nothing off the exhaust seal.
Hopefully you heard that. Second gonna start. If you're done by then, I'll catch you next week. If not, bought a lot of tools this week. Nice. Awesome Capri. Or awesome dude. Getting laggy. I got a lot of bars. I don't know why I'm getting laggy. Those high pressure smoke machines are good thinking about getting one. Yeah, for diesel stuff, you almost need them is what I was on. I don't know enough about the diesel stuff, but I would never buy them. It's a Cummins. It has all the problems. Tell me what the symptoms are, not what he did. There you go. So,
we drove it back from Wyoming, and they used 8 quarts of oil from Wyoming to Iowa.
So that's roughly 1,600, 1,500 miles?
On an engine with 8,500 miles on it.
Yeah, the engine is brand new. 8,500 miles on the engine. It's came from Wyoming back to Des Moines, Iowa, and they used 8 quarts of oil. So it's
a remanufactured turbo on it, 6 new injectors.
Yeah, remanufactured turbo, brand new engine. Everything on this thing's been replaced.
6 new remanufactured injectors.
That's remanufactured.
We pulled all the injectors out, made sure the copper seals at the bottom are all there, everything.
We put a new seal in the rear of between the transmission and the engine, all new seals in there. Everything's been done on this thing.
Any suggestions?
Lagging on my phone, but good on my laptop with the same Wi-Fi. That's funny. It's gotta be. It must be YouTube tonight. We might have to just call it a good night. High pressure smoke machine is good for turbo cars. Yes, anything turbo. I should have said that. You're right, Armin. It's turbo. It's turbo based mainly, not just diesels. Exhaust color, smoke from the exhaust.
No smoke from the exhaust.
No smoke.
No oil residue from the exhaust. No using of coolant or anything like that.
No using of coolant. No smoke from the exhaust.
It has normal power.
The oil is disappearing. We don't know where.
And it does have it's been deleted, and it does.
It's been deleted, obviously.
It does have a program.
And it has a programmer. Sorry, I misspoke earlier. It's pull and hold ground. Pull and hold ground. Hold and ground. Hold and ground. Who's that, JC?
I think it's myself.
I know it's JC Smith.
My name's
CP, I'm out. Need to work early in the morning. You guys have a good night. Right on. That sounds good. Apparently, we're losing a bunch of people. They don't like the turbo talk, and my stream is lagging. I think it's YouTube tonight. Hey, Christian Riddick, how you doing? Coolant inspection. Coolant inspection. You can't just ask questions and walk off. Take a leak outside, like a dude. Coolant's fine. I just checked other people's glitching too, so it might be YouTube. People on YouTube tonight. Yeah, might be. Mr. Goodwrench, fixed enough stuff this week. Yep, it's YouTube. Well, guys, I mean, if I'm going to keep glitching, I think it's just one of those deals we're going to have to call it a night on YouTube. JC, I'll shoot you some messages when we get to this point. And I'll try to. Yeah. Unfortunately, just not going to be a good night to live stream. Anybody get some nice tops this week? Have you pulled the intercooler boots and checked for oil there? Where'd he go? What is he doing? Take a fuel sample. Oil cooler could be returning to the fuel tank and on the return line. Of course, he just walked off because that's what he is. He's like full ADHD. We'll wait for him to get out here before we call it. Coolant inspection. Anyway, what are you eating? Chips? Got right into my stuff. I'm off like a prom dress. Thank you, Adam. Fuel tank sample. Oil could be returning to the fuel tank return line. Yeah. Coolant sample. Did you pull the injection boots off? Pulled the intercooler boots off. No oil in the intercooler boots. Anybody get some nice new tools this week? Nope. Thank you, one mechanic. Blaze.
Let's talk about tools now. There's the tools channel.
No, I gotta shut it down because we're getting laggy and
Let's talk about the borescope from Snap-on and how big a piece of shit they are. I spent $1,800 on the fucking thing. It's broke 4 times in the last month.
Anybody have a Snap-on borescope they have problems with?
Piece of shit.
They're made by Autel, so they are.
I don't think Snap-on makes that big a piece of shit. Worthless.
If Snap-on changed the design of it, that's why it's not. You look at the Autel, it's the exact same thing.
Badass shit. They're pretty piece of shit.
How about the Autel?
Had one of them too. This piece of shit too. It hooks up my scan tool.
The new Altel? The Altel scan tool?
I got the brand fucking new scan Altel.
No, you don't. The new one's out. The big one?
I just traded my other scanner in for it.
For the lab scope and everything?
Yes.
When did you get that?
Ultra.
Yeah, when did you get it?
It's there right now.
That's in the cat's ass. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down, guys. It's lagging and YouTube's obviously being crap tonight, so it's we've been on our
Thanks for all the assistance tonight.
Yeah, it does. We appreciate the help. Definitely. And appreciate everybody.
All the cars I work on are shit.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what it is too. So thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you. Like, comment, share, subscribe, ring that bell. Remember, keep your hands dirty and your money clean. Thanks for watching.